Yeah, hi there. These comments are for, I'm going to use the first letter of your name, M, 2006. This is Michael from the 7-Step System to pass the TOEFL IBT. I just listened to your practice test. I think it was number 5 if I remember correctly here. Yeah, so describe an important person in your life, then explain why the person is important to you. Okay, so let's take a look at the rubrics for a minute, and I'll give you an idea of how you would score here. Okay, so I'm going to say you could be in trouble. You will be in trouble with your score on this speaking task. Okay, so I don't think you'll score in the 3 area on this one. I'm going to give you 2.0 out of 4 or 15 points out of 30. The general description is your response is connected to the task, but you're missing important information. Now let me read the prompt again and ask you what you think you're missing. Okay, the question is, describe an important person in your life, then explain why the person is important to you. For you, you told why the person was important to you, and you gave 2 reasons, right? You talked about how your grandfather had a job. You also talked about how he was funny and how these 2 things were important to you, but you didn't describe him. What does he look like? Is he tall? Is he short? Is he medium build, light build? Is he heavy build? Is he skinny? Is he more chubby? Is he in the middle there? What type of hair? Was he bald, gray hair, black hair? So you didn't really give any physical description of what he looked like, but you did talk about why he was important. So basically you really didn't answer both parts of the question, and that, M, is rule number 1. You want to make sure whatever the question is, either it's a TOEFL writing or speaking task, you want to make sure that you directly answer all parts of the question. This is very, very important if you want to score high on the TOEFL IBT speaking section. Right now let's just focus on what you did. You talked about why he was important, but the one thing I'd like to see you do on the next speaking practice test is I want you to create a more, how do I say, specific topic statement. Because you said my grandfather's important to me for 2 reasons, and then you started giving a lot of details, but you didn't create any topic or key points there. You need a better kind of organization. Generally, M, is when we're presenting information, we start with general ideas and then we go to more specific ideas. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So with your speech, you might start off and say something like, because my grandfather had a hard work ethic and he was really funny, he was important to me. Right? So you kind of talk about this hard work ethic first before you get into the specific mention of the jobs that he had. Now, if you mention the job specifically, instead of talking about 2 jobs, talk about 1 job. And what was it? Was he an electrical engineer? Was he a construction worker? Was he a professor? Was he a lawyer? Was he a banker? You know, exactly what did he do specifically? And why was that important to you? Do you see what I'm saying? So you need a little bit better, I think, organization beginning with your topic statement that includes maybe the 2 specific things about your grandfather. Instead of just saying my grandfather was important to me for 2 reasons, state exactly what those 2 reasons are. And then that helps you to organize, I think, the rest of the speech. Alrighty? So maybe on the next practice test, make sure, number 1, you answer all parts of the question, and also try to create a little bit better organization of ideas. And remember, when you bring up a detail, make sure you have some very specific vocabulary and examples to help describe that idea. Alright, so you want to demonstrate really good knowledge, I think, of the vocabulary that you're using in that practice test. Alright, good to hear from you. Thank you for doing the practice test, and I look forward to hearing from you again.